Honestly, you're a god amongst man. That was so freaking cool. Like, I actually really enjoyed my time, and because of you, I got to understand this game a lot better. Um, Honestly, I'd recommend playing this game. The premium thing is cheaper than it would be on a mobile game. It feels very mobily. Actually, I don't know why it's not on a freaking Switch, for example. This feels like the perfect game for the Switch. You know, as an MMO typey kind of thing. It should be on the Switch. Like, it feels like a game that would play super well on there. Um, I honestly, I'm liking it enough that I would consider playing it again. Just because it was like at the beginning of the stream, like I wasn't really into it like all that much. I wasn't like having that much fun. The writing is super cliche, but as you progress into the story, whilst the writing still remains cliche, and I was keeping most of it because I just didn't care. The world itself is just like it's just goofy and funny enough looking that you get attached to it, and it just feels kind of nice. And if you are playing this game, if you are considering of grabbing it, I would say definitely give playing with a controller a shot compared to mouse and keyboard. Playing on the keyboard was really clunky, felt weird. The button layout is super weird. You could have possibly made it better for yourself, but honestly, playing in front of your PC with the controller in hand just feels better. Because if you need your mouse, you have access to it. But most of the time, everything you want to do, you can just do with your controller. Fighting and moving around and jumping around and stuff. Seeing as this is mostly a platformer slash actiony type of game, playing with a controller is just way better. Period. I can't recommend it enough. It changed my entire perception of the game as soon as I switched to controller. So if you're having a hard time getting into the game, I recommend switching. You will definitely get like at least a 50% increase in your opinion of the game right off the bat just by switching. Other than that, it's what you'd expect, man. It's a free to play MMO, so that everything in the shop is super expensive. Although it seems like I haven't gotten a single red Maret, which is like the Marets are like the premium currency. Apparently, there's like a red version of the blue one. The blue one you have to buy with real money. And it gets pretty expensive depending on what you want to buy and what you want to do. Now, I want to say like the vast majority of the items on the shop you can acquire for red Maret, which I'm assuming is the same kind of currency as the paid one, just that you get it just by playing the game, which is kind of a cool thing. A lot of free-to-play MMO don't give you that option, or the premium currency you're getting is very limited. You can't buy like basically anything with it. This one feels like it's pretty freaking generous in what it offers you if you really don't want to spend a single dime on the game. Leveling up is pretty freaking fast. We barely played for a couple hours, and I'm already level 15. Probably would be getting to level 50 pretty rapidly. And from that point on, I understand there's like prestige rewards, which seem pretty cool too, because it allows you to level up all your characters at once under the same prestige banner. So you get all those bonuses on top of. So like, let's say that I'm playing a whole ton of my thief, and I get to prestige level 50, and then I swap out to a different character. It seems that the prestige level would keep. So the prestige level is kind of tied to your account. So I would be like I don't know, like a gunner level 1 prestige 50. If I were to swap to a different class, for example, if I was already prestige level 50. I might be wrong, but it seemed that way, just the way I was looking at it. The world seems vast enough. The maps are pretty freaking cool. They're very vertical. Fun to just navigate. Combat system can get a little bit repetitive, to be honest. Not that many different skills. I don't know if it's because of my class or if like other classes are as limited, but it seems like you're gonna unlock other skills to vary your attacks and stuff, but that's gonna take a while. Like my next skill I was gonna get was actually a level 16 skill. So between level 1 and 16, all I had to do anything was what I had right now, which is essentially the 3 skills that I've been using since the beginning. It's enough to get you get you going and get you around and get you interested in the game, but I kind of feel like it would be kind of cool to have many different skills, especially since like there's so many different things you can put on the controller. Like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 8, 6. There's 16 shortcut plus an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like an extra 6. That's what? That's 16 plus 6. That's 22. There's 22 shortcuts you can put in the controller. And even then, I think it's just like, I think that's just like bar 1. You can probably have a bar 2 with another 22. I don't know what you put in there, honestly. Like, there's not that many skills. So I don't know if I'm missing something, or maybe in the prestige level you get more skills that you can put in there or something. I don't know. Like maybe it's just like a whole bunch of consumables, or maybe it's crafting skills, or I don't know. But it just feels like there's way too many slots for the amount of skills you're getting. But yeah, so inventory the size is pretty limited. So so I don't know if there's a way to increase that later on, or if it's like a premium thing. I don't know. But 32 items, you pick up items fairly rapidly. You can fill your bag pretty quickly. So I would keep an eye maybe on like if there's a way to increase it later on in the game or something. But I want to say overall, pretty good experience. I understand why people love this game. I don't know how pay-to-winny it gets near the end, but as a free-to-play thing, if you don't know what to play, you're kind of bored, you're looking around and you don't know exactly what to do, and you're looking for something else that is 100% free, I'd say give this a shot, man. I had fun for the few hours I was playing, and yeah, I'd recommend grabbing it. Like I said, if you don't have anything else to play, you want to grab something that's easy to get into, give that a shot. Obviously, if you have better and cooler game to play those games. Like don't drop anything you're doing to play this. This is fun, but it's a side thing. Like I wouldn't recommend like spending hours and hours and hours and hours of just like getting pro gamer in this game. It doesn't seem like it has that kind of leg, unless maybe like PvP is like super insane and I'm not aware of it. But yeah, it seems like a pretty casually type of experience. But yeah,